Let's queer up the courts. Court dismisses lawsuit by former Fort Lauderdale police chief fired for too much diversity. Larry Scirotto, Fort Lauderdale's first gay police chief, pushed for diversity in the upper ranks, but was fired 6 months into his job and claims that he made promotions based on the color of the candidate's skin. During his tenure, Scirotto promoted 15 officers. 9 were white men. The other 6 were minorities by ethnicity or gender. Scirotto 50 filed a federal lawsuit in March seeking damages approaching $10 million for what he called a breach of contract and wrongful termination. The lawsuit said that Scirotto, who had been tasked early on with bringing further diversity to the department, got warnings from both Mayor Dean Trantalis and City Manager Chris Lagerbloom that he'd likely face pushback in his efforts to promote and hire more minorities. The lawsuit was dismissed by District Court Judge William Dimitrouleas in late September. Though the court dismissed Scirotto's claim of wrongful termination, it gave Scirotto and his attorneys an October 6th deadline to amend the civil rights violation claim. It has not been revealed if they have chosen to do so. Scirotto was a respected officer and hailed by city leaders as an agent for change. Well, it seems to me he was just doing the job he was tasked to do. Mm-hmm. But I looked up Bloom on the thing. He is the whitest man I've ever seen next to me. So,
and you're see-through, so
yeah.
Well, it's interesting. He's gay.
Mm-hmm.
And, you would think that him being gay, he would make an effort to be even more diverse, because it was 9 or 10 white men that he promoted. So I don't know, but it speaks to just because you're gay or whatever, lesbian, trans, you can still have your biases. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think they're subconscious. You may not even realize you're being biased about something.
Right.
The part of the story that really bothered me is they said they're upset because they think that he hired people based on the color of their skin. And I'm thinking, but white men have been hired based on the color of their skin forever.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You know what? That's how they got hired, right? You walk in, you're a white man, you get the job. You don't have to be good at it. You don't have to be, you just get the job, right? And this has been throughout history. Now when we try to correct some of the errors of the past, people still have a problem with it. This poor guy lost his career over doing his job. This is ridiculous. And the judge threw it out. I mean, I hope he brings a bigger civil rights claim. And if he has to go outside of the state of Florida and go federal, then do that. But don't sit home and put up with that type of treatment.
No, but it sounds like it was like a no-win situation right from the start.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, he was tasked with bringing more diversity, and then he was warned by the mayor and the city manager there was going to be pushback. I mean, it sounds like a catch-22 to me.
Well, when I first heard the story, I have to admit, I thought he got into trouble because he had promoted too many people of color. That's initially, before I read the story, I was thinking he got pushback because he put too many Black and Latino people in, and so.
And the worst part about that is, Fort Lauderdale keeps calling itself this great diverse city, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as someone tries to do the right thing, even when it's their job, you see the realities, right? So what they market for tourism is not the reality of what people live here.
We want the police force to be a reflection of the community. It should be like we pick people from our own land to police us and keep us in line and protect us.
Let's not get on the police. I think they all need a bit of a revamping. Okay.
Let's get into the system.
Yeah.
With that.